What I find interesting about this whole Stephen A. Smith and LeBron dust-up is that Stephen A. Smith, if he'd have said everything then he is saying now, I think this would have been over. I think that sometimes people do things to you and you get home and you think about it and you start thinking of all the things you should have said or would have said, and I should have done this. And so this seems like to be a couple of weeks of I should have said or would have done. You're playing that over in your head. Whereas LeBron feels unencumbered. He feels lighter because I believe he feels like he got something off his chest. But more than anything, what I've noticed is just how well Bronny has been playing since Stephen A. got checked by LeBron. Look how free this kid is. Look at how he's playing free. Look at how he seems unencumbered. Like he's playing so well that people who have said such things about him, such derogatory things about him, are starting to think maybe this kid has something. Maybe they were wrong. They're starting to reevaluate their analysis of him. This kid is playing much freer than he did before. Now, of course, that could be experience, playing in the league longer. That could be, getting an opportunity. But what also could be is maybe it's a son that saw his father stand up for him. His son seeing his father go out on a limb for him. His son showing the world, not only do I believe in you, but I'm going to protect you. I'm going to make sure that people know you are my son. Even the way LeBron James said, my son. That's ownership. I'm telling you. There are a lot of things you could do, but not my son. And when Stephen A. Smith said, I was talking to a father, he wasn't just talking to a father, he was talking to a black father who has to raise a black child regardless of his accomplishment in this world. No matter who he is or what he does, there'll be things he has to deal with. And there'll be things you can't protect your children from. But the fact that this kid, and I don't want to call him a kid, he's a young man, he's a young pro, and he's an exemplary young man, seems to be a good kid, is playing so much freer. Maybe it's all those things. Maybe it's just a son seeing his father believe in him, a son feeling safe. I remember when I was about 11 years ago, I was flying from LA to San Francisco, and my father had gotten on the plane. I didn't know my father was going to get on the plane. I didn't know, so I look up and my father's getting on the plane, and my road manager at the time, Red Williams, gave his first class seat so my father would sit next to me. We were sitting next to each other, and my father ordered a drink and we were talking. And I'd always been a very, very nervous flyer, always, all the time. Even though I've flown 10 million miles, never am I comfortable on a flight. So I remember we laughed and we talked, and my father ordered a drink, so I ordered one too. I never even do that on the plane, but I did it because I was with my father and I ordered a drink and we were laughing and talking. We landed and it was the fastest flight I'd ever seen. Now, LA to San Francisco was pretty fast anyway, but this seems extraordinarily fast. So we land, they come and get my father because he's older now. They came and got him on a wheelchair. And I remember getting off the plane, getting my bags, getting off the plane, watching my father walk away. Red comes up to me and I said, man, it's the strangest thing. I said, for the first time in recent memory, I wasn't nervous on a plane. I said, maybe it was a drink. I had a drink and maybe it calmed me down. He said, no, man, you were sitting next to your father and your father made you feel safe. Your father. Now I'm a 40-something-year-old man at the time. And I thought about it. And the feeling of comfort I got just having my father sitting next to me, just having my father be in my space and show, like, I just felt safe. So maybe if a almost 50-year-old man can feel safe with his 80-some-year-old father sitting next to him on a plane, a 20-some-year-old man can feel safe with his father sitting next to him on a bench. Maybe what we're seeing from Bronny is a black kid who knows what it's like to feel safe. And I think more than anything else, whether he makes it in the league, whether he doesn't, the fact that right now he knows that not only will somebody protect him, which I think he's always known, but somebody will go all out for him. And I think it is something very few black people, very few black men get to know. So I hope that out of all of these things, after the dust settles, what we will see is a black man loving a black son and showing the world there's only so many things that you can do before I growl back. This is my son. And who doesn't want to feel like they're somebody's son? That's a little note from the GED section.